My Siamese brother Benjamin, that's how I stick to him. These diamond bees, all BBs, I call them Vivica. Skating underneath the bridge, stay hustling as it is. Make money, feed the kids, ain't nothing in the fridge. Wake up, repeat the sins, I need a 10, stay muddy to the lid, 800, eat it.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister.
Yeah.
This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gonna give her some. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Never lied in my rhymes, you can go ask Jennifer, that's my mom's name. I create and find change, my mind frame ensures that forever I'll reign.
Like your energy, I don't like that. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. You an enemy. All them lies you telling, I can't let that be the end of me. No, probably cause your girl feeling me. It's a flag on the play, all these catching penalties. Look, I don't like your energy. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. Let's go. Don't make me jog your memory. I did upgrade, you didn't upgrade it. The world, how they forgetting me. Please make it make some sense to me. How you talking about the greatest, still ain't greatest, mention me. Them bands, I want the symphony. 15 in it, wasn't instantly. Lately I've been catching plays, it's like it's meant to be. I got rich in the pandemic, meant to be. Don't do too much, I keep it simple. You clout chasing, trying to make the people feel you. Boys need to slow it down, I'm talking real screw. Penthouse at the top with the clear view. Oh, look, I don't like your energy, I don't like that. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. You an enemy. All them lies you telling, I can't let that be the end of me. No, probably cause your girl feeling me. It's a flag on the play, all these catching penalties. Look, I don't like your energy. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendencies. Let's go. You not my kind, I know kin to me. Heard you told my girl about all of them that's DMing me. Why they hogging up the recipe? Heard they
A terrific night for football as EA Sports takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in the capital city of Denver, Colorado. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Denver Broncos. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports.
Down.
Now a man whose father won 2 rings as a Bronco, it's Christian McCaffrey. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down. This defense for the Broncos, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
Throwing his Lance on third down. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route. Looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside. Not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34.
I would say just add that one to the total big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
And he went backwards. They'll be down at the 30. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, but they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
After the interception, here's Wilson. This one swung out to Williams. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Broncos.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
McManus's point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Lance to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up fourth.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down.
All wide open, complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, the offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
When we start looking for big-time corners, we're going to start with athleticism. But without technique, you're not going to make plays as one we just saw there.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Good job right there. Go, 14.
Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with the coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Now a throw here to his running back. He's got room at the 30. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Dancing to his left. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
Ready.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. These two teams all tied after one. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Wilson. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack.
Let's go double count right here. Double count.
Back to throw. Wilson. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's a give up the middle. It's Gordon. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The Broncos at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
They'll give him 4 yards there. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Play action. It's Wilson. That's complete. It's Okwuegbunam. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Wilson. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
They have their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They've got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculate it, because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back.
Play action. Now it's Lance. And he finds Tyler Croft. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it.
And he's got room. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
On 2nd and goal, here's the option.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Trey Lance with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Niners are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and they're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga, and the Niners are going to take possession of the football. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sat back at the 38. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's Lance. Finding Gray going across the field. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
Lance now on 1st down.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Lance looking to throw it.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
4th down field goal try coming, so Lance is off, and on comes Robbie Gould.
And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through, and they take a 17-14 lead.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
A throw left side, hauled in by Hamler.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They go play action now. Wilson.
They're going right back to Hamler.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down.
Pass complete to Judy on the out route.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing again here, Wilson. is here as he's taken down. Nick Bosa just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Play action. Now Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And the 49ers are going to get the football here at their own 23. First possession in the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now a play fake. Lance sliding out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Taking it about the 16. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson.
He'll get that complete to Alberto.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Wilson.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Niners are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You've got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
And some room to work. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 33 and a 1st.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back?
That's what you need for a good counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
Again, McCaffrey, and across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year,
as his guys are able to extend their lead. Gold with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the 2nd half.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Throwing is Wilson.
Open man, he completes it to Judy. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. If they continue to throw these safe passes, who can blame them?
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
On the ready.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are right back in this football game. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. On 1st down, Wilson. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. 16 more on that one and another 1st down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking it all.
And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. McManus now for the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. It's picked up by the Broncos.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys are over there chilling on the side.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that challenge, a successful one. 2nd and short now following the fumble. To throw, it's Lance. going up top. That's caught inside the 20. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Well, for Trey Lance, not only was he the youngest quarterback in the 2021 draft class, but many say he had the strongest arm, too, and he showed it off here. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Well, this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. Back now on EA Sports as the kick teams are out here following the 2-minute warning. Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
He's got Hamler, and they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you all both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this one is incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Wilson to throw. He'll get this to Hamler over the middle. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence because how do you cover? You go with a bigger guy to try and use size. Can't try to go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. Umpire through the flag usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now Wilson. That's out to the flat for Gordon. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. Here Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Gordon. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. And this is caught. Touchdown. And now they're an extra point away from winning this thing in the final seconds.
Well, that's the one they had to have. Put them in a position where they're tied up, but I got to get out of the way. We still got an extra point that's pretty crucial.
That's right. Just one more element to complete the victory. A very important extra point there, up and good. And that might be enough to win the football game as they now take the lead in the final seconds. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinator's probably scratched. He's got a man, complete. So there's one big play followed by the timeout as we're under 10 seconds to go. And now how do you play it offensively? We'll find out. Lance looking to throw. And the grab by Croft. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Does he have the distance? He does. It's good. My goodness, he hits it from the parking lot as time expires. And Union Street will be hopping tonight. The 49ers have won it. So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense.
You see, it's 2 type of people in life. It's people that wake up and wish they had it. And it's people that wake up and go get it. We go get it, baby. Let's go. Photo pour so photogenic. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go get it. All my life I've been a go get it. All I know is to go get it. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo pour so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my son, then go get it. Top floor, top dog, like I just signed a TDE. Gang, 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 gang. Know we all gotta eat. Up late, bills due, rent due. I ain't been asleep. Looking in the mirror, all I see is everything that I wanted to be. My